Hey, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co, and these are the games leaving my collection for the month of October, with two small differences than the usual series. I don't know if they're differences. Two things to note. The first is that if you missed it, last week I put up a video of me getting rid of half of my unplayed games. This is not me getting rid of games I've played that I have opinions on. It's me reluctantly acknowledging that certain games that have been there for a long enough time are probably not getting prioritized, and it's time to let them go. So you can go ahead and check out that video. It's a whole bunch of games leaving. They're just not games that I actually have opinions on outside of a desire to play. The second is that usually this series is broken down into two categories. The first is the games that are passing through. They're games that I covered, and I'm not so much getting rid of them as choosing not to keep them. And then every month there's a few games that I'm also getting rid of from games that have been in my collection for a while. This month, this video, all of them are games that have been in my collection for a while. Actually, technically there's one. I'll get to the one. This is mostly games leaving my collection as opposed to games passing through. And that's primarily because over the past month, while I still have put up a lot of review content, it's all been an upcoming crowdfunding stuff. It's been very little review content of retail stuff. And usually I don't really put upcoming stuff in games leaving. I only do that with retail things, if that makes sense. So all the games I review that are coming up in crowdfunding, they don't really get a spot in this series. We're going to dive into the games very shortly. I think I have 10-ish games that I'm getting rid of. But first, usual disclaimers. Number one, over on Ko-Fi and Patreon, if you are a member of the channel, I give away games every single month. I'll be giving away some games from this video, as well as games from the games that that my unplayed games that I'm getting rid of. Those will all be eligible for that giveaway if you are a member of the channel. Appreciate it, first of all. I always say don't join for free games, but you sometimes do get free games if you are a member of the channel. And then secondly, I'll say that the other disclaimer is that I play a lot of games, which means I have to get rid of a lot of games. I add games to my collection on a regular basis. I play hundreds and hundreds of games. I play thousands of games a year. I play a lot of games, but the harsh reality is that even if I like a game, it doesn't mean it gets to stay. It has to be like the best of the best to stay. Or games that I haven't played enough that I've experienced what they have to show, they'll leave. I guess the short version I'm trying to mumble as I get through this over here is that great games leave. It doesn't mean that I don't think they're great games. I'll tell you when I think a game is not worth keeping, because these are all games leaving my collection. They're all, well, with one exception-ish, they're all very solid games that should stay just limited time. The one exception is arguably the best game on the table. The arguably best game on the table that will be leaving is going to be Dune Imperium. Now, Dune Imperium is only leaving because I finally played Dune Imperium Uprising, and that's the one that will be staying. I'll have opinions, I'll have review content for you later as I play it a bit more, but for now, I'll say that I like Dune Imperium Uprising enough that I'm happy to get rid of Dune Imperium. I don't think it's, oh my gosh, amazingly better. I think it's a good step. I think it's a good game. I think it's a better game than Dune Imperium, but not by like miles, just it's a good quality of life improvement, but that means that Dune Imperium can safely leave the collection. I'll also be getting rid of Sirens over here. Sirens is a great game. I mean, again, I think they're all great games. Sirens is a very, very good game that I demoted it to very good because I'm getting rid of it. That's a mental adjustment there. Sirens is a great game. It's a 1 to 2 player game of drafting cards. I overall enjoy this. I think I just like other games better that do this kind of thing. If I'm playing something like this solo, I'd almost rather play Ancient Realms. Not exactly the same, just thematically it's similar. And in terms of drafting games, I'd rather play something like Circle the Wagons if I want a 2-player drafting game, or Skulls of Sedlec. So it's a great game, or even Confusing Lands from the same publisher. There's a lot of games that have this kind of tension to them. Sirens is great. There are just better games out there. Speaking of button shy games that I'm keeping versus getting rid of, we have over here, this should not be here. We have Rove and Aqua Rove and Rove expansions and Rove Junior and Converge. So I guess technically I'm getting rid of 11 games, because I'll count all of these as one and then get rid of Converge. Converge I liked a lot. I preferred it solo overall, but ultimately I don't pull this one off the shelf when there are other games to play. It's a good game. I pull other games off the shelf. Rove is, I'm almost debating, like, do I change my mind on this? Do I make it only... You know what? No. Rove's going to stay for today. Today, Rove's going to stay. Aqua Rove I'm going to get rid of. And I'll explain why shortly. But the other Roves I'm going to keep. So we're going to get rid of Rove. Decisions. Again, these are the hard parts. But those are small. It's a small little envelope. I can justify it. Converge and Aqua Rove I'm going to get rid of. Converge is good. I find myself pulling other games off the shelf instead of it. Honestly, when I think of all the great games here, this is probably the least great from them. Aqua Rove is good. The problem is my kids find this too complicated for them, and I would only play it with kids because otherwise I'm going to play Rove. So it's a great intro to Rove, but I'd rather play Rove, and I will be keeping Rove because I still will play Rove. I still play Rove. I almost got rid of it because I prefer Sprawlopolis, but like, it is a game I still pull off the shelf, and I don't think I fully explored the expansions just yet. I'm going to hold on to Rove for just a little while longer. My self-control. The problem is I both realize how I both realize that I overcommit in terms of my amounts of time and the amount of games I want to play, but I also still love games, so I'm going to hold on to Rove for now. Nocturne is not the easiest one to get rid of. I tend to like most of Flat-Out games. Ultimately, the main reason this is leaving is I just don't see a world in which I prioritize this over, what's it called? Where is it? Skyrise. I want to say Metropolis, but they renamed it. I prefer Skyrise to Metropolis. I prefer Skyrise to Nocturne. Nocturne is great, but if I want the points going optimization, there are other games I'll play, even from Flat-Out themselves. And for Skyrise, if I want that bidding system, I love Skyrise, and I don't play it enough. And the choice of playing Nocturne is always available. I'd rather just play Skyrise. It's so good. Skyrise is so good that Nocturne, which is also so good, is leaving just because the main system in Nocturne that makes it great, I think Skyrise does it better. Ready, Set, Bet is also leaving. This is for a slightly different reason. Ready, Set, Bet is leaving for a combination of two reasons. The first is that as much as I like this game, it's really a con game. I don't really play this physically. Like, even this copy over here that I reviewed, I never played this copy. I've played this game a bunch, but I've always played it at a convention with somebody else's convention copy. I've never actually played this like with my game group at home, and I don't know if I feel the need to quite as much. I think it's a great large player count game. I like it. I think it's a good game, but I'm just gonna play it at a convention, so I don't need to have it over here. And then different reason entirely, is I also just played. There's another game, I can't remember the name of it, from it's a bunch of letters. The company CMYK, whatever it is, that company over there, they made another racing game that's similar that I think I prefer and want over Ready, Set, Bet. But that one we'll hold off on. The main reason I'm getting rid of this one is ultimately, even for the review, I've never played this particular version. I have played this game a bunch, just at conventions. Skytear is another one that I'm getting rid of, primarily because it's being replaced. This box is heavy. Like, all the Skytear content is in it. How do I have this stored? How do I have this stored? Is it just stored in bags? Just bags and cards. Like, it's all this stuff over here, just like in a glut of a box. But Skytear is a great game, and I have all the content for it. I shouldn't say all. I have a lot of the content for it. But ultimately, they came out with a new version of it, which I'd rather play. I think it's a slightly better version of the game. I am getting rid of this a little prematurely. That's partially because I also still have Guards of Atlantis and Rum and Bones, and I play all of the games not as often as I'd like, that I'm comfortable getting rid of this one and waiting for the follow-up. So waiting for the revised version, basically, that's replacing this from Skytear games. So overall, it's not that this one's leaving per se. Similar to Dune Imperium, it's more that it's being replaced. Listen, I know I'm cheating a little bit in my getting rid of games over here. I have to in order to actually empty the shelves. Again, the end of year purge. We'll see what happens at the end of year purge, because I'm gonna have to figure things out. Anyways, Pioneer Rails from Granda Games. I like this game. I like it. I like Pioneer Rails. It's not even like my favorite game for them. I may have given it a 3.5. I almost want to bump it to a 4. It's a fun game that is just, it's a draft and write sort of, not really draft and write. You're doing the roll and write thing where you're drawing on this board as you try to connect to various zones, while also building a little bit of poker hand too. I like it. It's a good game. I have too many roll and write games that I don't get to as it is. I mean, I get to them. I don't get to all of them as it is. That ultimately, even now, do I hold on to it? Give me a second here. Give me a second. I'm trying to think if I've played through all the maps yet. I don't think I've played through all the maps. We might save another one. We're gonna save another. So here's the problem. When I get rid of games, I know this video is a little all over the place because I'm holding back games. When I get rid of games, a big part of it is me thinking not how much I like it, but can I get a table, practically speaking. And some of these games, like Ready, Set, Bet, I know when I'm not. Nocturne, I'd rather play Skyrise every time. Dune Imperium, I'm going to play Dune Imperium Uprising. Sirens, Rove Jr., again, my kids don't play this. Like, I can think through reasons why all of these are leaving. I think I can play Pioneer Rails. It's short enough that it goes into the filler category. Like, I will get rid of better games than Pioneer Rails. I will, 100%. But very often it's because how long a game is and where I'm going to play that game makes a difference. There are great games that are 2-hour games, and that means that it has to fit into a 2-hour slot, and there's lots of other 2-hour games that I'd rather play over it. Pioneer Rails, I can knock out in half an hour. This could and should be a good filler game. It's not leaving today. I'm holding on to it. It might be in the next video. I'm not guaranteeing it won't be in the next video. But I'm going to try to play it again before the next video. I like it. I enjoy the game. We'll save it for another purge. Citizens of the Spark. Citizen Spark is great, okay, but this goes back to what I'm saying in terms of what I think, the way I think about games. I like Citizen Spark. It's a solid game. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I really enjoy it. I think I would just rather play Dominion. Dominion's like a 5 out of 5 game for me. I am happy to play that game again and again and again. I have so much content for Dominion. It's still a fantastic game that holds up. I think I can get rid of Citizen Spark because when I think of the games I'd rather play, I think when I think of my game time, I would play Dominion and not think to myself, wow, I wish I was playing Citizen Spark. Versus Pioneer Rails. Like, Pioneer Rails is one that, like, if I was playing Railroad Inc., if I was playing Railroad Inc., I think I can get both in. And, like, I think I want to play Pioneer Rails more. So we'll see on that one. But Citizen Spark, great game. It is unfortunately leaving. Next one up over here, we have Deliverance. Deliverance is another great game. It's a better game than Pioneer Rails. It's still leaving. Because, again, this goes back to the way I think about game time. There are so many games that I have that let me basically have dudes on a map with cool action and powering up. And I will say Deliverance has one of the best satisfying powering up your characters that I've had from any game. That part is amazing. The game around it, though, is very good. So it gives me one of the best, like when I think of the other games that I have that let you power up your characters in satisfying ways, Deliverance is up there, maybe the top 5 in terms of that. But the rest of the game is structured good, and there are better games that I have. I'd rather play Massive Darkness 2, Hellscape, than Deliverance. I'd rather play Clueless May Die than Deliverance. There are a lot of other games that I'd rather give that game time to. I'd rather play Too Many Bones than Deliverance. I can comfortably let this one go and know that the time it would be played is going to be filled by other games that I'd rather play. And then lastly, how many up to now? I mean, I guess you can see this at this point, but Deliverance, Doom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are still getting rid of 10 games at the end of all of that. So it's still going to be 10 games. Whistle Mountain is the last one. Whistle Mountain, I've gotten rid of once before, then I chose to keep it, and it never actually left the house. I ended up keeping it because I played it. I played Apiary, and then my friend was like, oh, this is a good game. And I was like, it kind of reminds me of Whistle Mountain. I like them both. And we played Whistle Mountain, and I was like, okay, you know what? Let's actually keep Whistle Mountain. And then we did for like 2 years. And I like Whistle Mountain. It's a great game from Bezier Games. My biggest complaint about it is it's almost a little too free in how much you can actually do in the game. So it feels a little too chaotic. It's not about like, you know, I like games with limited resources to a degree. I don't like too limited. I like being able to do a lot of stuff. Games like Valeria Card Kingdom is a fantastic game. You just get resources in and you spend them how you want. Whistle Mountain is great, but there's so many ways to get resources that it sometimes feels a little too crazy and too chaotic. Still satisfying. It's still a great game. Like, this is one year was in my top 100. It's like in the very top. It's like a 97 or something like that. It's a great game. I've played it enough that I feel I've enjoyed this game, and I feel I'm fine letting it go for the second time. But it's still a fantastic game that I highly recommend. These are the 10 games that are leaving my collection. It almost was 12. It was almost 12. I saved 2 during the course of this video. I saved Rove and I saved Pioneer Rails. They're not even the best games. It's more about those are games that get tabled because they are easier to table. Like Rove is a game I just pulled off the shelf when I just wanted like a cup of coffee. I just want to move some cards around and optimize the heck out of stuff. And I've made that work. Pioneer Rails, I'm gonna try to get. I want to play everything. I want to play everything. It's a hard life. It's a brutal life we live. These are the games leaving my collection for the month of October. They're all... Oh, the one game I forgot to say at the beginning. There was one game that was leaving as well that I unfortunately already got rid of, so it's not on camera. But it's Fountains. Fountains from the Op is, I think, one of the only retail games I reviewed in the past 30 days, and Fountains is leaving. As much as I like it, it's passing through, I should say. It's passing through. As much as I like Fountains, it is... There are better games that do that kind of thing. Again, I like a lot of games just to make some hard choices. In any case, and until next time, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co. I hope you found this video entertaining in some way, especially the parts where I can't actually commit to getting rid of things because I like them too much. And as always, and until next time, I hope you have a good one.